Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charlotte.
I'm Justin.
What are we doing today?
Today we're going to do our very first episode of Waxing Philosophical.
We are.
What does that mean?
It means we might have a topic that's game related.
Yep.
That we want to talk on a little bit.
Yeah.
About philosophically.
Offer our thoughts on it.
Poetically, just lab a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today's topic is?
It's going to be rules mistakes.
Rules mistakes. Misinterpreting rules or just missing small rules.
Or rule books that are
vague.
yuckety.
Yeah. Yuckety.
It's a word.
It's a very precise
word. In Canada,
word.
Yeah. It's a very Canadian
no, works.
word. Yep.
Very interesting topic because out of the two of us, which one actually reads all of the rule books?
I probably have read 3 rule books, so you can't say all of them because that includes like 100%. So like 97% of the rule books he reads.
We've only read 100 rule books then.
99.99% of the rule books.
There we go. I have read the vast majority of the rule books.
Yes.
And that's okay because I like to read rule books.
Well, rule books put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Playing games makes me awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got into gaming, but through role-playing games, so I like sitting down with a great big manual and chugging through it.
Because that's all you do is... I mean, those D&D books are huge. It would take me 3 years to read one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I would fall asleep after the first page all the time.
There we go. So, side topic, who in your group reads all the rule books?
That wasn't what we were supposed to talk about.
No, not at all. That's okay.
Anyway.
That's where it went.
Yeah.
So, misinterpreting rules. Some interesting stuff. I misinterpret rules all the time.
I think, I'm just going to offer up my opinion. I think it could be for 2 reasons, maybe. Because a lot of rule books are translated from other languages.
Yes.
And sometimes the English translated from other languages can be hard to interpret.
Yeah.
Because maybe the grammar's not 100%. Or it gets a little bit lost in translation sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, living in Canada with French being like a second language. Like, I'm not 100% bilingual. Of course, you read the rule books and you're not bilingual at all.
Yeah.
But growing up and learning French as a small child, French's sentence structure is a little bit different than English. So sometimes, even though I'm not bilingual, sometimes when I read an English sentence, I have to stop and really think about it.
Yeah.
Because some of the wording can get mixed up very easily for me.
There you go.
And I think that's the only reason, I was learning 2 languages kind of at the same time.
Yeah. Reading rule books is very interesting because if it's laid out well, it helps in the understanding of the rule book. So if you have large blocks of text without headers or anything like that, that is incredibly difficult to read. And then it makes it really hard to learn the game. And
that's another reason that I have a snore fest. Because if it's just paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. Yeah. It's very interesting because as a junior high teacher, understanding text features like the headers and chapters and stuff like that, we have to teach that constantly because the kids have no idea. They're just looking at a bunch of words and everything is huge blocks of text. Yeah. So it's funny that with me reading as a junior high kid all this stuff in like game manuals, that's what taught me that. Not my teachers. Anyway, the misinterpreting of rules. It happens, and there have been several instances in our gaming where it has resulted in what we feel is a better game and sometimes a worse game. And sometimes just issues.
Yeah, and sometimes just issues, yeah. So, an example of where we misinterpret the rules and it was a better game.
Aquasphere.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, we played it and said, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get better at this game because it's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
So, we did a playthrough and posted it on the internet.
Yep. And had a rule wrong.
Yeah.
So then we played it again.
And we're like, this doesn't seem quite half as fun as it was the last time we played it.
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah.
And then
we played it and got quite confident at it.
Yep.
And then did our actual playthrough for our review.
Yeah. And got a rule wrong.
Again. Another one that was wrong before.
Wow.
Just wasn't pointed out to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then we played it correctly again.
Yep.
How did you like it then?
It got worse.
Again.
Yeah. It just, every time we found out, there might even be rules in that we were still getting wrong and might have made the game even worse.
Or maybe better.
Yeah, it's possible.
You don't know.
But yeah, every time we got the right interpretation for certain rules that were vague and unclear, the game got more constrictive and less fun.
Exponentially, actually.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Yeah.
And that was when we got the game, we actually got an import that did not have an English rulebook.
No,
so
but we did go to the site,
yeah,
the official site, and got the official rulebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little vague.
Yeah.
Some inconsistencies there.
Yeah, it happens though.
Yeah. However, sometimes we'll play a game and there'll be a rule misinterpretation, and then we'll get the rule right, and it will make the game better, such as Castles of Burgundy.
Yes, you're right about that. I don't know how I missed that rule.
Yeah, I just happened to miss a rule.
And it was funny, like, we played it. Did we play that one wrong? No. We were watching a new reviewer. Yeah. Sometimes when new reviewers come out, we'll go through their channel and see what kind of games, like, we really love.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch a video on that to see if we would mesh well with that reviewer.
That's important.
Yeah, so we watched their Castles of Burgundy review. And we're like, they're playing the game wrong.
Where's that rule in the book? I don't remember that.
And then we pause the review. We get the rule book out. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
We're playing the game wrong.
So for quite a long time, we would play Castles of Burgundy where you could place the tiles out anywhere on your board.
Yeah, that's like cheating.
Yeah, like a really drastic mistake in our rules interpretation.
And I mean, it's not even thematic, so I don't know where we even plucked it out of the ether from.
Don't know.
Oh, we were kind of ditzy on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we played it where you start with your first castle in Castles of Burgundy, and from there, every time you place a tile, it has to be adjacent to another tile. And so you have to kind of spread out and plan your spreading out.
Well, I mean, it's just like a Civ game. Like, you can't start in Nova Scotia and go settle British Columbia. No, you gotta go to New Brunswick first.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that has made the game much better. I like it quite a bit better. There's a lot more thinking, planning, strategy, figuring out how you're going to expand, where you're going to expand, where you're going to start. That's all very, very important stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
So that is interesting.
It made it better for sure. Yep.
Official FAQs from the designer, incredibly important.
They are.
If you are designing a game, make sure that you have a presence on the BGG, that you can pick up the rules questions when they're being misinterpreted or they're unclear, so that you can issue those FAQs.
Yeah. It's important to support your game.
Yeah.
Because it shows you love your work.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Not just your job. Like, I don't mean you love going to your work and you love your job and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it loves what you created.
You are invested in making sure everyone who plays your game is getting exactly what you intended out of it. Instead of going out and playing it completely wrong and not getting the experience you assumed for them.
Well, it's nice as a player to feel supported, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, this one rule we had wrong in another game, we spent like 20 minutes online trying to actually find an FAQ. Yep. And it was difficult to, like, go to all the places that we were looking to track one down.
Yeah.
And I mean, 20 minutes and you still don't find one? That's a lot of time invested. And as a player, to play a game that you think, I really am confused about this, it's unfortunate that it's not supported.
Yeah.
Or you don't... It's unfortunate that it could be difficult to find the support for the game that you're looking for.
With like a central site like BGG in existence, it should not be difficult.
No, it should be like a click of a mouse away.
Exactly.
Or 2 clicks, and that's it.
Last thing that I would like to say on misinterpreting rules, because I'm the one that reads most of the rule books.
Yes, we've established that. Yeah.
Because of my background in running and playing and understanding the rule systems for role-playing games are designed to be very fluid. Mm-hmm. There's going to be situations where you're not really sure what the rule could be. So you need to have an intuitive understanding of what the rules are trying to create. Mm-hmm. So you can say, well, you know what? It's not in the book, but this is what makes sense.
Well, D&D does foster that... It makes you have a freedom.
Yeah.
To feel like if I can't find the exact rule, it gives you the tools you need to deduce what the rule probably could be or should be.
So a lot of the times when we have the rules wrong in our channel is because I didn't know, I didn't see it, and when it came up that we needed to know it in the game, the first thing that comes to my mind that I think comes from the book is probably like a judgment call of, well, this is what seems to make sense.
So it's the DM in you, you're saying, is why we play so many games wrong.
Right.
Although,
yeah,
I've said this on a lot of videos, and I'll say it again because it's important. We've never, ever claimed to be rules gurus.
No.
Ever.
Definitely not.
Like, as much as I would have fun being a game guru at a board game cafe, I'd probably really be bad at it. It's like, can you teach me this game? Sure. And I'd either have to spend, extra time reading the rule book.
I'm just going to sit down and read the rule book out loud to you.
Or, this is pretty much how I remember it went.
Yeah.
And this is how you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for me, if I play a game that the designer has spent a lot of time making sure that the rules flow from that kind of intuitive, like they make sense, that to me is a mark of a really, really excellent game design. Whereas if I'm like, well, this is what makes sense, and then I read the rule book and it's like, okay, well, no, that's just arbitrarily...
It seems like the Slap Chop infomercial put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google that, it's funny. Slap Chop infomercial. Yeah.
Do it now.
You can
wait till we're done.
No, they can pause and come back.
This is true.
Anyway, we've got like 3 more minutes.
Yeah. So that to me is a mark of a really good designer. I appreciate that because of the way I kind of internalize rules, and then it just kind of makes sense.
Oh, you found a kindred spirit, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, anything else for misinterpretations of rules?
I don't think so.
Mistakes?
I think I was silly enough already on this video.
Good. Awesome. So that is our Waxing Philosophical episode 1.
I think it got a little philosophical. How do you feel it went?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we might do another one.
Maybe. If you want to add your own thoughts, do it in the comments below, please, and we'll be checking those out and responding.
Yep.
Cool.
And you know what, too? If you have any topics that you would like us to wax philosophical about, put those in the comments, because sometimes we really need a good topic, and I think the people out there can provide us with all kinds of good ones.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.
I have to stop looking at you and looking at the cat.
There you go. Switch sides.
Hey, welcome to Sweethearts on Rivals. My hair looks really good today.
I wonder what would happen if we did switch. People would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
I wonder.
No, that's wrong. We're confused. We don't like that. Don't change stuff.
It would be funny. Just maybe for the last one you should.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You're going to be in a great mood all day because you're going to be slapping your troubles away. Stop having a boring tuna. Stop having a boring life. Look at this. You're going to have an exciting life now. You're going to love my nuts. All right, this is making you cry. You're making me cry. All right, life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore. Now, here's the deal. It's tacos, fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini. You know we can't do this all day. It's worthless. Forget about it.